Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford is ready to ignite Las Vegas and the sporting world. On paper, it seems to be an impossible task for Crawford. However, behind the scenes, a different story is unfolding. Boxing's sharpest minds like Andre Ward and Stephen A. Smith have begun to comment, highlighting a critical flaw in Canelo's defense. They believe a strategy has been revealed and that Crawford is not only capable of using it, he was meant to. Canelo Alvarez has dominated the super middleweight division. He's not just a champion, he's an undisputed king who has taken down every challenger in his way. His power is legendary, capable of flipping a fight with a single perfectly timed shot. He has faced bigger men, absorbing their best punches only to retaliate with overwhelming force. He's mastered calculated pressure, cornering opponents and unleashing brutal combinations that have left a trail of world-class fighters in his wake. For Crawford, this challenge isn't just about moving up in weight, it's about entering the den of a lion who is bigger, stronger, and has thrived against fighters his size. Yet, for all his dominance, there have been whispers in the boxing community. Whispers about a hidden vulnerability, a small crack in the fortress that no one has been able to break open.
It's all about staying on the horse. And I asked him, how can you do that? And he said, everything I do in boxing is upper body, and everything I do on the horse is lower body. And on that basis, I am the one who theorizes that the reason you can't knock him down is not because of his chin, it's because of his legs.
His base.
You can't get him off balance.
Stephen A. Smith predicts a clear victory for Crawford, but not by knockout. He insists that he doesn't believe anyone can actually knock out Canelo. For years, Smith has pointed to what he calls the one weakness that could lead to Canelo's downfall. He argues that Canelo can be surprisingly flat-footed. He plants his feet to generate that earth-shattering power, making him a stationary target. Smith criticizes this approach, noting that Canelo relies too much on landing those powerful shots, a strategy he believes will be ineffective against a skilled technician like Crawford. Smith does acknowledge the risks, recalling concerns from Gervonta Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, who warned that Crawford could face serious trouble if he engages with the much bigger and stronger Canelo. But Smith dismisses this, trusting in Crawford's boxing skills. He believes Crawford's ability to switch stances, his relentless jab, and his excellent footwork will be crucial. Smith argues that these strengths, paired with Crawford's superior speed, will allow Bud to score points and retreat before Canelo can set his feet to counter. According to Stephen A., the blueprint is simple in theory but requires a master to carry it out. Stay on the move, outbox the power puncher, and win a clear decision.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes. Love boxing.
Who gonna win the fight, man, that's coming up? The biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing?
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
And when I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud.
Right.
The thing that I don't like about Canelo is that it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yes.
And that's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble, and I'm not sure it was him, but I think it was him. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, strong fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's going to go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight, and Crawford is not. And Canelo is a genius in this regard. You don't see him show up for fights not ready. He's always
prepared.
He's always ready. He's always prepared. So I think he's the slower fighter, though. And I think that Crawford is brilliant as a boxer. And I think that between switching to conventional and southpaw, using his jab and movement, I think that Crawford is going to outpoint Canelo because he's faster.
If Stephen A. Smith provides the blueprint, former pound-for-pound king Andre Ward gives a chilling warning about the man who might execute it. Ward, a fighter who retired undefeated and knows the championship mindset better than most, sees Crawford as more than just a skilled boxer. He views him as a predator, one of the greatest finishers in the sport's history. Ward's analysis goes beyond footwork and jabs. He speaks of Crawford's killer instinct, that rare skill to recognize when an opponent is hurt and seize the finish with a level of intensity that can be daunting. Ward warns Canelo that this fight is different. It's not just about winning rounds, it's about enduring a storm. He believes Crawford's power, even at a higher weight, is being underestimated. Many think Crawford can win by decision, but Ward's warning suggests something more ominous. He indicates that if Crawford finds an opening created by Canelo's one weakness, he won't merely outpoint him, he will overwhelm him. Coming from a respected mind like Andre Ward, this isn't just commentary, it's a stark warning.
I'm going with Terrence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terrence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terrence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots,
my favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, like, I can bet the house on is Bud, because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Like, soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing about basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. Like, man, you can't, man, you looking small. What you mean I'm looking small? You looking small. You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So skillful, yes, but this and this,
yeah.
It's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it, but until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying a guy you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
The boxing world is deeply divided. On one side, seasoned analysts like Gabe Rosado support Canelo. Rosado highlights the immense pressure of a Canelo fight week, something Crawford has never faced at this level. The spotlight, the media, the expectations, it can mentally crush fighters before they even enter the ring. Rosado believes Canelo's experience in these events, alongside his natural size advantage, will be too much for Crawford.
So I don't see how Crawford could hurt Canelo, because Canelo's been in there with Kovalev. He's been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big punchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can a guy that's really a 47-pounder, even though he's up in weight, I don't see how he can hurt Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It just feels completely, because your body is different to absorbing a bigger blow. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, when I spar the guys in the lower weight classes and they hit me, bro, it's like, no disrespect, but it just feels like you get hit with a pillow. It's just different. It could be a murderous puncher at 147. But if I'm walking around 185 and I'm a solid guy and I'm used to fighting guys, you know, with a different kind of power, and I spar a guy that's a welterweight, it feels like a pillow.
On the other hand, the case for skill is compelling too. Timothy Bradley Jr., a fighter who knows about defying the odds, firmly backs Crawford. He predicts that Crawford will smash Canelo, likening it to legendary upsets where smaller, skilled fighters defeat larger champions. This isn't just a fight. It's a philosophical debate unfolding in real time, with experts split, creating a tension and unpredictability that makes this matchup thrilling.
What's good? I'm back again, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing. Yo, real quick, just got done. I woke up 3 a.m. I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terrence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terrence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
The intrigue thickens when you hear the whispers from behind closed gym doors. Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas has raised an unsettling concern. Is Canelo's relentless work ethic actually a liability? Atlas has speculated that Canelo could be overtraining, potentially leaving his best performance in the gym. Many great champions have faced similar issues, pushing their bodies to the limit in training, only to appear flat on fight night. This theory adds uncertainty to Canelo's preparation.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. He's
But in weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6 if you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out in anything.
Meanwhile, surprising reports have surfaced from Crawford's camp. Pound-for-pound star Shakur Stevenson, who has trained with Crawford, revealed something that stirred the boxing community. He claims Crawford has been sparring with fighters who are not only Canelo's size, but even larger, and he's been dominating them. This insight counters the size disadvantage narrative. It suggests that Crawford is preparing not just to withstand Canelo's power, he's ready to assert his own will.
This story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the shin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the f***? How is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter, and his punching power could carry through the weight classes.
Ultimately, this fight is more than about winning or losing. It's about establishing a legacy. Everything is at stake. For Terrence Crawford, this is a direct shot at boxing immortality. If he can move up 2 weight classes and dethrone the undisputed king, he will become the first male boxer in the 4-belt era to be an undisputed champion in 3 divisions. It's a groundbreaking achievement that would place him among the greatest of all time. He is risking his undefeated record for a chance at eternal glory. For Canelo, the stakes are different but just as high. A win over another pound-for-pound great would further cement his status as a legend in the sport. But a loss would be devastating. Losing to someone who started his career at 135 pounds would leave a significant mark on his legacy, and a blemish critics would not let him forget. He is defending not just his titles, but his entire empire against a smaller, highly skilled challenger.
If Canelo stops Bud and you're shocked, you ain't shit. If Canelo rocks Bud and Bud's on the ropes and he's ripping Bud and knocks him out and y'all like, oh, I can't believe what's the meaning behind it. I'll be like, you gotta be the dumb. He's a 38-year-old welterweight. I've seen Canelo make Callum Smith back up, break Billy Joe Saunders' orbital bone, make Danny Jacobs back up, slug with Triple G, knock out Kovalev at light heavyweight. Bivol said Canelo punches harder than Better BF. Bivol, a slick boxer who's a light heavyweight with great feet and young. He wouldn't have said that if he didn't feel the damn punches. He got hit. Canelo gonna hit Crawford, and Crawford's gonna be like, holy shit.
As the date approaches and the world awaits, the lines have been drawn. On one side stands the undisputed king, a powerful force with significant advantages in size and strength. On the other stands the pound-for-pound master, a technical expert armed with killer instincts and a proposed path to victory. Experts are divided, training camp rumors are surfacing, and two historic legacies are at stake. The simple yet profound question remains, will Canelo's reign of power continue, proving that size and strength will always triumph at the highest level? Or will Terence Crawford's exceptional skill and precision reveal the hidden flaw that could bring an entire empire crashing down? So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.